When your name still burns, she learned how to live without him. Or at least she convinced herself that she did. Every morning, Emma stood in front of the mirror, tying her hair into a neat knot, putting on the same calm face, the one that said "I'm fine." That face fooled everyone. Colleagues, friends, strangers. But not her body. Her body remembered him. It remembered the way his voice lowered when he said her name. The way his fingers never rushed, as if touching her was a decision, not an instinct. The way silence between them used to feel louder than words. She hadn't seen Daniel in 3 years. 3 years since the night he left without turning back. 3 years since she slept alone in a bed that still smelled like him. 3 years of pretending that time heals everything. Time didn't heal. Time only taught her how to hide the pain better. Until the message arrived. "I'm back. I don't know if you'll want to see me, but I need to." Her phone slipped from her fingers. Her heart didn't just beat, it ached violently, like it had been waiting for this moment. She didn't reply. Not that night. Not the next morning. But she went. The cafe hadn't changed. Same dim lights. Same wooden tables. Same corner where they once sat for hours, touching knees under the table, pretending it was accidental. Daniel was already there. Older. Broader shoulders. A trace of exhaustion in his eyes. But when he looked up and saw her, Emma felt it, that invisible pull, sharp and undeniable. "Hi," he said. One word. And suddenly her throat was dry. "Hi." They sat in silence. Not awkward. Heavy. "I thought about you every day," he said finally. Her fingers tightened around her cup. "You left," she answered quietly. "That's not what people do when they think about someone." He exhaled slowly. "I was afraid of ruining you." She laughed, a short, bitter sound. "You already did." His eyes darkened. "I loved you too much," he said. "That scared me more than losing you." Her chest burned. "You don't disappear when you love someone," she whispered. "You stay. Even when it's hard." He leaned closer, his voice lower. "I wanted you so badly it made me reckless. Possessive. I didn't trust myself." Her breath caught. She hated how her body reacted, how the air between them felt charged, intimate, dangerous. "Do you still want me?" he asked softly. She stood up. "That's the problem," she said. "I never stopped." They shouldn't have gone back to his place. They both knew that. But desire has a memory of its own. The door barely closed behind them when the silence broke, not with words, but with breathing, uneven and close. He didn't touch her at first. He just stood there, inches away. "Tell me to stop," he said. She looked at his lips. "Touch me," she answered. His hand brushed her waist, slow, deliberate, as if asking permission with every movement. Her skin reacted instantly, heat spreading under his fingers. She hated herself for how easily her body remembered him. The kiss wasn't rushed. It was deep. Familiar. Devastating. It carried everything they never said, the nights they lost, the promises they broke, the love that never faded. She pulled back, her forehead resting against his. "This doesn't erase the past," she whispered. "I know," he replied. "But it proves it mattered." His hands traced her back, making her shiver. She felt powerful and vulnerable all at once. When he finally held her close, it wasn't hunger, it was need. A need that had waited years. Later, wrapped in quiet, she stared at the ceiling. "Why now?" she asked. "Because I finally understood something," he said. "Love isn't safe. It's a risk. And running was the real mistake." She turned to him. "And if you run again?" He met her gaze. "Then you'll survive," he said honestly. "But I won't." Her heart softened, not because of the words, but because of the truth in them. She leaned into his chest. "I'm not the same woman," she said. "I don't want the old one," he answered. "I want the woman who learned how strong she is without me." Tears slid down her cheek. This wasn't a fairy tale. It was messier, more real, and maybe stronger. In the morning, she stood by the window, watching the city wake up. "Are you staying?" she asked. He came up behind her, resting his hands gently on her hips. "If you'll let me," he said. "Not to own you. to walk beside you." She turned. Slowly, she warned. He smiled. "I waited 3 years," he said. "I can wait longer." She kissed him, not desperate this time, but certain. Some loves don't die. They just learn how to hurt less and mean more. Enhanced version. Safe but burning. When he stood that close, Emma realized something terrifying. Her body reacted before her mind could protest. She felt him, not touching, not holding, just being there, close enough for her to sense the warmth of his skin, the slow rhythm of his breath. The air between them felt thick, almost electric. Daniel didn't rush. That was the most dangerous part. His eyes moved over her face as if he were memorizing her again, relearning every detail. When his gaze dropped to her lips, she swallowed instinctively. "You don't look away anymore," he murmured. "I'm tired of pretending," she answered. His fingers hovered near her wrist, not touching yet. "Waiting. Tell me if it's too much," he said quietly. She shook her head. "Tell me if you want me to stop breathing this close to you." Her heart pounded. "Don't stop," she whispered. That was permission enough. The first touch was barely there, his thumb brushing the inside of her wrist. Such a small gesture. And yet her knees weakened. He noticed. A faint smile touched his lips, not triumphant, tender. "You remember," he said. "I never forgot," she replied, her voice softer now. When he finally kissed her, it wasn't urgent. It was controlled, restrained, like he was holding back years of hunger behind a single careful movement. Her hands clenched into his jacket, grounding herself. The kiss deepened slowly, not demanding, but exploring, testing whether the fire was still alive. It was. She felt it in the way her breath broke, in the way her body leaned into his without asking permission from her mind. She pulled back first. "This is dangerous," she said. "I know," he answered. "That's why I didn't touch you sooner." Inside his apartment, silence pressed in around them. She noticed the way he watched her walk across the room, not openly, not possessively, but like someone afraid to blink and miss something precious. "You look at me like I might disappear," she said. "Because I already lost you once," he replied. He stepped closer again, slowly, deliberately, giving her every chance to step away. She didn't. His hands rested at her waist, not moving, just holding her there, grounding her. She felt the tension in him. The restraint. The effort it took not to pull her closer. "That control," she whispered, "it's making this worse." He leaned in, his lips brushing her ear. "I'm trying to respect you." She turned her head slightly, her lips almost touching his jaw. "Then respect that I want you," she said. That broke something between them. Later, when they lay side by side, fully clothed, the distance between them was only a few inches, but it felt intentional. Chosen. She traced a line on his hand with her finger, absent-minded, intimate. "You still make me feel things I don't want to feel," she admitted. "And you still make me want to be better," he replied. She smiled faintly. "That's not fair. Love never is." She turned toward him. The kiss she gave him then was slower. Softer. Certain. Not desperate. Not rushed. Just two people acknowledging a desire that had survived time, distance, and fear. Additional part. Insert before the night conversation. The night didn't rush them. That felt intentional. They moved through the apartment quietly, like two people relearning the shape of each other's presence. Emma stood by the bookshelf, running her fingers along familiar spines. Some of the books were new. Some weren't. "You kept these," she said softly. "I couldn't throw them away," Daniel answered. "They felt connected to you." She turned toward him. "That's dangerous," she said again, but this time there was no warning in her voice. Only honesty. He stepped closer, stopping just short of touching her. "Everything about you always was," he replied. She felt it then, the pull. Not physical yet, but deeper. The way her thoughts slowed when he was near. The way her body responded to the smallest shifts in the air between them. "I tried to replace this," she admitted. "You. Us." His eyes darkened, not with jealousy, with understanding. "So did I. Did it work?" she asked. "No," he said immediately. Nothing else felt present. She let out a quiet breath. Same. They stood there, the distance between them shrinking and expanding with every breath, like a living thing. Daniel reached out and tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ear, gentle, almost reverent. She closed her eyes for half a second. That was all it took. "You always did that," she murmured. "Because I like seeing your face when you stopped fighting it." Her pulse raced. She opened her eyes. "I'm not fighting anymore," she said. His hand dropped, not in rejection, but restraint. "That scares me," he admitted. "It scares me too." He took a step back. "Sit with me," he said. "Just be here." They sat on opposite ends of the couch at first. Then closer. Then close enough that her knee brushed his. Neither of them moved away. The television remained off. The city outside hummed softly. Emma rested her head against the back of the couch, staring at the ceiling. "Do you know what hurt the most?" she asked quietly. "When you left." "No," she said. "That you didn't give me the chance to choose." Daniel swallowed. "I thought I was protecting you." "You were protecting yourself." He nodded. "You're right." She turned toward him. "I needed you to stay. Even if we failed." "I know," he said. "I know that now." Their faces were close again. Too close. She could feel the warmth of his skin, the steadiness of his breath. He didn't kiss her. That restraint did something to her, something dangerous. "Why aren't you?" she asked. "Because if I do," he said quietly, "I won't want to stop." Her voice was barely audible. "Maybe that's okay." His jaw tightened. "Say it again." "Maybe," she repeated. "It's okay not to stop." This time, when he kissed her, it was slower than before, deeper, more deliberate. Like a promise instead of a question. She felt herself soften into it, not losing control, but choosing to let it go. They pulled apart, breathless, foreheads touching. "This isn't about tonight," she whispered. "No," he agreed. "It's about everything we avoided." She smiled faintly. "Then stay present." "I am," he said. "I will be." She leaned into him then, allowing herself to be held, not tightly, not desperately. Just honestly. Emma learned how to live without him. Or at least, she learned how to look like she had. Every morning she tied her hair the same way, chose calm colors, spoke softly, smiled when expected. People said she was strong, balanced, healed. They didn't know that some nights her body betrayed her, tightening at memories she never invited back. They didn't know how her breath sometimes caught when she heard a voice that sounded almost like his. Daniel had been gone for 3 years. 3 years since the night he left without explanations that made sense. 3 years since she slept on the far side of the bed, even when she moved apartments. 3 years of convincing herself that missing someone didn't mean wanting them. She was wrong. The message arrived on an ordinary evening. "I'm back. I don't know if you'll want to see me, but I need to." Her phone slipped from her hand. Her heart reacted faster than her pride. She didn't reply that night. But she didn't delete the message either. The cafe smelled the same. Coffee, rain, old wood. The corner table was still there. So was he. Daniel looked up, and for a moment neither of them moved. He was older. His shoulders broader, his eyes quieter, as if life had tested him and not apologized afterward. "Hi," he said. One word. Enough to tighten her chest. "Hi." They Saturday. Silence filled the space between them, thick and heavy, not awkward, familiar. "I thought about you every day," he said finally. Her fingers curled around her cup. "You left," she answered. "That's not what people do when they think about someone." His jaw tightened. "I was afraid," he said. "Of what I felt. Of what I could become." She met his eyes. "You don't disappear when you love someone. You stay. Even when it's uncomfortable." He leaned slightly closer, lowering his voice. "I wanted you so much it scared me. I didn't trust myself with you." Her breath caught, not because of the words, but because her body remembered the truth behind them. "Do you still want me?" he asked quietly. She stood. "That's the problem," she said. "I never stopped." They shouldn't have gone back to his place. They both knew it. But desire has its own memory. The door closed softly behind them. No rush. No sudden movement. They stood close, close enough to feel each other's warmth, close enough that breathing felt shared. He didn't touch her. That was the most dangerous part. His eyes traced her face slowly, as if relearning it. When his gaze lingered on her lips, she swallowed. "You don't look away anymore," he murmured. "I'm tired of pretending," she said. His hand hovered near her wrist, not touching, waiting. "Tell me if it's too much," he whispered. She shook her head. "Tell me if you want me to step back." "Don't," she said softly. The first contact was barely there, his thumb brushing the inside of her wrist. Such a small thing. Her knees weakened anyway. "You remember," he said. I never forgot. When he kissed her, it was slow, controlled, careful. Years of longing held back in one restrained movement. She felt it everywhere, in the way her breath broke, in the way her body leaned into his without asking permission from her mind. She pulled back first, resting her forehead against his. "This is dangerous," she whispered. "I know," he replied. "That's why I didn't touch you sooner." Inside his apartment, silence pressed in around them. She noticed how he watched her cross the room, not openly, not possessively, but like someone afraid to blink and lose her again. "You look at me like I might disappear," she said. "Because I already lost you once." He stepped closer, deliberately slow, giving her time to change her mind. She didn't. His hands rested at her waist, firm but still, grounding, respectful. She felt the tension in him. The restraint. "That control," she whispered. "It's making this harder." He leaned closer, his lips near her ear. "I'm trying to respect you." She turned her head slightly, her lips almost touching his jaw. "Then respect that I want you," she said. Something shifted between them, not breaking, but opening. Later, they lay side by side, fully clothed, close enough to feel each other's presence without crossing the line. She traced a slow line across his hand. "You still make me feel things I don't want to feel," she admitted. "And you still make me want to be better," he replied. "That's unfair." Love usually is. In the quiet before morning, she stared at the ceiling. "Why now?" she asked. "Because I finally understood," he said. "Love isn't safe. It's a risk. And running was the real mistake." She turned toward him. "And if you run again?" He met her gaze steadily. "Then you'll survive," he said honestly. "But I won't." Her chest tightened, not from fear, but from truth. "I'm not the same woman," she said. "I don't want the old one," he answered. "I want the woman who learned how strong she is without me." Tears slipped quietly. This wasn't a fairy tale. It was fragile, real, earned. Morning light filled the room. She stood by the window, watching the city wake up. "Are you staying?" she asked. He came up behind her, resting his hands lightly on her hips, not claiming, just present. "If you'll let me," he said. "Not to own you. To walk beside you." She turned. Slowly. He smiled. "I waited 3 years. I can wait longer." She kissed him, not desperately, not out of fear of losing him, but out of choice. Some loves don't fade. They learn how to hurt less and mean more. And with that, our story comes to an end. Stay with us to discover more tales of love, fate, and the emotions that make life worth living. Until next time.